Now, the extras here for me, stage 3 businesses. Now, maybe in another talk, I'll share what are stage 3 businesses, but in general, these are businesses which already have a solid customer base. You know where you shine, your product is established, you're being recommended quite a bit, and you know how much is coming in on, worst case scenario, right? So all the other things, like, all the other things here, hampers, logistics and all that. So we don't handle all those things. We just outsource. Those days we used to handle. But now what for? All waste of my time. Right? So if we have this mantra, we say what? If you have a lot of time, spend it to make money. Okay? If you have a lot of time, spend it to make more money. If you have a lot of money, spend it to more time. So when you have a lot of coming in, now all the unimportant things, yeah, give that. So those of you who are not having any more staff, having any staff, hands up, hands up. So yes, not easy. You're doing it all alone. So would you hire your spouse? No. Okay. If you won't, okay. Not everybody can work with a spouse. Agree? If you cannot work with a spouse, find somebody else's spouse. Yeah, you sure? Okay, then find somebody else's daughter or son, up to you, whatever you want. Okay, very quickly. So the 4th P, I only got 1 minute. Okay, give me a bit more. So process. Now, it's a business. So you can speak, you can talk. Most trainers that I know get their speaking gigs from training. I don't know of any speaker who gets just speaking. Anybody here just gets all their revenue from speaking? Anybody? No, right? Most of us are doing something else. That's the main business. Even Dato, full also, 80% of the time is training, 20% is speaking, right? But when each speech you do, yeah, the number is high, the ticket is high, yeah? But how many of that can you get? The maximum I have charged for a session is 30,000 per day. That's maximum I have charged, But when I do business like in training, I can make $1 million deal or $1 million ringgit deal, right? And I don't have to do it. Raymond is not here today. But Raymond and I did a 270,000 deal. He got the lion's share, I got the rest. Right? But I'm also doing something else somewhere else. So that's what we do. So here, fast. Be flexible, be accessible, simple and total. This is my process when I deal with my clients. Oh, time's up. Okay, never mind. I'm still here. Okay? So be flexible. Listen. Flexible. Vikram, be flexible. Okay. Okay, very good. You all had to do whatever up, down, up, down. Now give me my time. Okay. What up, down you are doing? Okay? Okay, so be flexible. Flexible. You understand now? Flexible means flexible with your content. Be flexible. Some speakers, some trainers, I will only speak about A, B, C. Clients want you to customize. Be able to customize. Sometimes timing changes. Be flexible. Make it easy for people to work with you. Accessible. Be responsive. Sometimes you just lose a deal because you're not even responding. And I've got deals because somebody else did not respond. Fantastic. Great. Continue. Then you've got simple. Simple means we go a bit extra. They say, Suresh, we're doing this event, you're going to be the keynote, but do you know anybody who does door gifts? Yeah, we do. We will get the contact, we will call them, we'll get them then to call the client. We make life simple for the client. They say, better do everything with you, man. Make sense? And the last one is total. I realized, because I do a lot of training, people just don't want a 2-day program. They want a before and after, in between, the intervention, the whole, 9 yards. So we grow that way. So total solutions. Maybe after your speech, you have webinars. After your speech, you have coaching sessions. After your speech, you have e-learning platforms to do. Whatever it is. But you must have more than just your speech. So people come to you as the authority, as the center. So that's the process. And finally, this is what got me international. With the 4 P's in place, where I played was important. So, playground, it's about your space. Where's your space? So let me show you a bit of, these are the people I play with. So these are some of my clients, not all. So if you look at the clients here, you see them fall into 4 categories, am I right? Either they are MNCs, multinationals, or they are government-linked companies, or they are small, medium enterprises, or they are governments, correct? But most of them are, you're all taking picture of my clients. You want to check, is it? Okay. So most of them are MNCs. When you play in the playground where the MNC people are playing, they will have regional conferences. And when they have regional, and they go from country to country. And when they are in Malaysia and Singapore, best place. In fact, Malaysia even better because it's a bit cheaper. Right? So they come here, Malaysia is hosting ASEAN Summit, APEC Summit, Global Summit. We need a speaker here to impress our delegates from all over the world. They must think of Suresh Dhawan. Understood? They have to think of me. And that will only happen if I do a good job in the first place. Right? Because I have to create that environment. So, right, Michael said, right, it's not just about me, it's about the energy that you create, about the impact that you make. Right? That's what they want. And once I do that, they say, you have to bring everywhere. From there, I get India. I got India because Singapore and the Philippines recommended to Germany, take Suresh to India. That's how I got India. Makes sense? That's how it works. That's how. I've never spoken to a speakers bureau or training provider in any other country. I go overseas because the clients themselves tell their counterparts in other countries. That's how I went. But there are many ways to go. Many ways to go to Kuala Lumpur. Okay, right? So that's my playground. That's my playground. And so it's just some pictures. Yes, I know. Flexible, Bharati. Make life simple for me, you understand? So these are some pictures. So many pictures. See, I love my job, you know. You get to spend time with so many other people's wives, correct? How it works. Right, this is my good friend from Chennai, India. And then I've got, Mumbai. All right? So different countries. This is business and pleasure. This was in Lake Taal in Philippines. So, you know, you get to travel, you enjoy life. This was in Jakarta. Right. So, there. See, I really love my job. Victoria's Secret, man. What's someone? And the best thing is my wife was also there. After, of course, after these photos, I got a lecture, but you know. That's part of life. That's part of life. So, UN, also my client. This is UNICEF. Right? So, we've been doing quite a bit of business. So, it's very possible. I'm telling the Malaysians, I'm telling the rest of you, get your 5 P's together. So, you know, right? So, in your own area, in your own niche, whatever it is, get your 5 P's together. Now, the last one, extra P. Too much of P's already, but extra P for me, when you are going towards your 5 P's, sometimes things get you down, agree? Sometimes unexpected stuff happens, correct? Agree? So you know, it's like when the plane is trying to take off. There's a lot of, I think Peter talked about planes and all that, right? I was not here, I was sleeping, because I had to change room at 4 in the morning. Outside, too much of traffic, right? So, the plane is taking off, there's a lot of vibration. There's a time sometimes you think, take off, don't take off, take off, don't take off. So, can I tell you one final story? Sure? Okay, great. Now, yes. Okay. So, my propulsion, my fuel to move forward comes from my roommate in the university. When I was growing up, second semester in the university, my roommate got a call from his mom and she went frantic. Father going crazy, turned up in the office to pick the mom up, half naked. You know, he was actually exhibiting symptoms of Alzheimer's disease. His life turned upside down. And after that, he actually wanted to also stop university. So I saw in that kind of scenario, if I was in the father's situation, how would my family take it? So I was constantly in a rush. I have to make that money. I have to protect my family. I have to defend. So anytime I am down, I think of him. You know, there was a time he had to even go to the psychiatrist that his father was going for. When we saw him, his face was inside, his hands were shivering, you know, and he wanted to commit suicide 2 times. You know, not easy, and you know this person in person. And you see him like, and he was a good student, good looking dude. You know, I had a girlfriend, not sure she'll get married. Let me ask the ladies here, would you want to marry somebody like that? Knowing his life is going to be quite difficult. Yes or no? No, right? Would you want your kids to marry? No, right? And he's not sure, you know, what kind of jobs would he do? So anyway, took care of his dad for 18 years. So for me, every time I'm down, I remember that guy. I want to be able to not have that experience, protect my family from that experience. So his father passed away 2018. Before COVID, right? 2020, right? So he took care of his dad for 18 years with the mom, right? And he's still around. He said he got married, he has a kid also. And in fact, actually right now, he's telling you the story. All right, so that person is myself. So that is why freedom for me is extremely important, right? So with that, ring the bell. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right.
Hold on.
Here.
Hold on. With everything, there is a story. One person who's not clapping, not standing. I met him for breakfast at Sarvana Bhavan, and I was talking about we are doing a convention, and I want some good speakers. So Suresh did go, after all this, he has gone through the panel judges. But you know who that one person was who told me while having dosa with me, said there is one speaker who should be there in this convention, and that is Suresh. And that one person who recommended in that moment wrote to Suresh, said, you have to speak at that convention, was PK. Right there. A big round of applause for PK. He was the one who wrote to Suresh, even though Suresh went through the panel judges even after achieving all this. So thank you so much.
All right. Thank you very much, guys.